Yeah, Dustin. I'm seeing the lines right between Fairfield and Golden Gate. The leading edge of that wind, right between Sisney and Mount Airy on the 161, Fairfield and Golden Gate on Highway 15. This velocity data looks like the one of the strongest pockets of wind has moved through Jeff already, just east of Jeff. And again, I did see, by the way, Dustin. It's so weird. I went outside to set up my action camera, my storm cam, and I happened to see some power trucks go by, some like Wayne White trucks.
Yeah, I'm going to be working on pulling up the Wayne White map here in the system momentarily. It's something I can pull up and run out as well.
Okay, I do have some information, Dustin. Here's the information I have here while you're still getting up going. At 7:43,
Okay, go ahead.
severe storms capable of producing tornadoes were located along a line extending from near Sisney to near Fairfield, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Tornado and ping pong ball sized hail. This is a radar indicated threat. For the impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur, and tree damage is likely. Now, these dangerous storms, time is 7:48. We're already seeing it move through Fairfield right now as I speak. But other locations include Mount Airy. Jeff's already getting it. Johnsonville already in the midst of it. Golden Gate, it's already approaching Golden Gate. Also, for our friends over in Edwards County, I know we got some people over there who have been listening and watching to the live streams. For those of you over in Edwards County, I would definitely be keeping an eye on this line as it continues pushing to the east. Again, this line moving at a blistering 60 miles per hour. Again, tornado and ping pong ball sized hail. It is the radar indicated rotation at this time. We are seeing some good hail size up there just east of Jeff, north of Sisney, just southeast of Flora, as this line continues to move to the east. And already also Barnhill, not in the tornado warning, but they are getting impacted by the line. We do have, by the way, to the south of us, Hamilton County and western White County underneath severe thunderstorm warnings. And now Edwards County and Wabash County underneath a severe thunderstorm warning as well. So our neighbors to the east, got to keep an eye on it, as again, this is a line that has produced a lot of lightning, heavy rain, wind, and has rotated a few times. And Dustin, that's what I have. And Dustin, by the way, I am apparently I'm still streaming on my end, and so we could piggyback off my stream for a little bit if you want. That ain't no problem with me at all. While you're still trying to get back online. If you're having trouble, that is still. So.
Mine is almost back up.
Okay. So again, folks, Dustin over at Wayne County now, he's about to get his radar system back up and going here. And by the way, I want to thank those who are tuning in to us for severe weather coverage again. A severe line of storms moving through southern Illinois at this time. It's already moving past Fairfield. Already moving past Sisney and Jeff. Mount Airy, you're right there. It's right there at your back door. Golden Gate as well. Let's take a look here at the velocity data while Dustin is still getting his computers back up online. You can actually see it here as I draw a little line here as this line continues to move to the east at about 60 miles per hour. That is that's more than highway speed. That's close to interstate state speed. Whereas we go back to the Spaceballs term of ludicrous speed right there as it's moving to the east at about 60 miles per hour. We do have a strong pocket of wind northeast of Fairfield, just a little darker blue right there. But again, it seems like the wind and the way this line is bowing out, that has been the story with this line as it continues to move to the east at about 60 miles per hour. Let me go ahead and read to you guys the information regarding Edwards County and Wabash County, our neighbors to the east here. As 747, severe storms are located along a line extending from 6 miles south of Clay City to 8 miles south of Fairfield, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Spotters report wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour in Wayne County. Dustin, that's according to trained weather spotters. So,
and I can tell you, I felt that on my side of town. I can tell you, we have an audio stream up on my Wayne County right now.
Okay.
We're still trying to get the radar visual back, but right now I can confirm we have audio at least.
Okay, so anyway, 70-mile-per-hour wind gust and half-dollar sized hail. So that is definitely severe criteria both ways in terms of the wind and hail. Again, trained weather spotters. So again, this is for our neighbors to the east of us, over in Edwards and Wabash counties. The impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect considerable tree damage. This has the considerable thunderstorm damage threat tag with it. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations: Princeton, Indiana, because this also covers Gibson County, Mount Carmel, Fort Branch, Albion, Grayville, Lancaster, Hobstadt, Owensville, West Salem, Patoka, Indiana, Allendale, Belmont, Hazleton, Decker, Bone Gap, Keensburg, and Browns. You have I-64 over in Indiana near mile marker 1. Also I-64 in Illinois between mile markers 121 and 130. I would also advise motorists who may be traveling Highway 130. That's a north-south highway that a lot of truckers use to get from 64 to 70 and vice versa. You also look at Highway 15, Route 1. You also have the country back roads, the one that cuts through West Salem and Lancaster and goes to Allendale. That'd be part of the 161 extension right there is what I still call it anyway. But any country highway you can think of. Again, this line of storms already in the eastern side of the county and is coming into Edwards County. The leading edge right now of the wind already at about the Wayne-Edwards County line. So here it is here, folks. Fairfield right there on the backside of the, right now on the backside of that red. Golden Gate. You guys are on the leading edge of this. Mount Erie, you're already in the storm, we'll say. Barnhill, Mill Shoals, you're already in the storm. By the way, do have a report, an MPing report that came in just a minute ago. Someone sent in an MPing report of lawn furniture or trash cans displaced, small twigs broken. And again, trained weather spotters reporting that wind. Dustin, we talked about the trained weather spotters reporting 70-mile-per-hour winds. And so I also like to encourage people to Dustin, for Wayne County Now on Facebook. If they have any damage reports, feel free to post that.
Yeah, and with those damage reports, we have connections to the National Weather Service. We're actually talking in NWS chat with the warning coordinator, the person that issues the warnings for the Weather Service. We have connections there, and we can relay that information. On the Wayne County Now stream right now, you're looking live at power outages in Wayne County, courtesy of Wayne White Electric and Jasper Township. Several outages there. Looking at Lombard Township, several outages there. Northern and western portions of Wayne County seeing the leading side of power outages right now.
And Dustin, I'm also seeing on the velocity radar, if you want to check on your end, I am seeing a strong pocket of wind in northern Wayne County, just right between Sisney and Mount Erie. So
yes, I'm seeing that same pocket. And I think what we were referring to, what I was looking at when the tornado warning came down, is it looked more straight line wind coming through our area, and I feel that's kind of what went through.
I agree with that because I did not see on my end, I'm using a different radar system than you, Dustin, but on my end, I did not see any, couplet. I did not see any, correlation coefficient signature. So I think it was more of a straight line event is what we just saw here.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm getting ready to check with the sheriff's office to see if there's anything that may have been reported to the sheriff's office as well. Texting right now with Sheriff Custody to see if he's got anything.
Sure.
By the way, if you have reports, you can send them to us, and we will relay them to the National Weather Service as well as EMA for you. That way they can work on information as well.
And Dustin, I am going to pull up real quick your Facebook page, if you don't mind, on my end, and that way let people know and let people know about it. So just give me a moment here as I'm holding onto my phone up to the mic and then doing this at the same time. So there you go.
Technology. Well, and right now, I'm getting ready to switch back to high-res reflectivity which is, and you can see that bow in the line. That's typically, with that bow in the line, that's typically a sign of straight line winds.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I saw it bowing out pretty hard too, and it still is bowing out on your radar because I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah. Yes, the leading edge on the county line. So let me draw this out for Edwards County. I'm gonna draw this out to Mount Carmel. These are going, I believe you said 60?
I said 60 mile per hour, yeah.
Okay, there you go. 6 minutes to Albion, Bone Gap in 9, Browns in 10, Belmont in 14, Keensburg in 16, Maud in 16, Ogden in 18, Schroed Station in 18, Skelton in 21, Mount Carmel in 21, East Mount Carmel and Gibson County in 22. That includes the Duke Energy Gibson Generating Station. So if you have anyone that's working at Duke at Gibson Station, you might want to give them a heads up if they haven't gotten the heads up already by officials at the plant.
Mm-hmm. And Dustin, if you don't mind on your end, is there a way where, I don't know with your, I don't know with Omega here, but is there a way where maybe, because I feel like, the strong part of the line is, I would say about Noble all the way down to Mill Shoals, don't you think? And maybe we can.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe it wouldn't hurt to have those communities as well.
Yeah, I can work on a different track for those. I've got it to where Noble all the way down into Franklin County where there's stuff there. I'm hearing I'm hearing sirens heading to part of town. Fairfield Rural responding. So that is from Ken Odie. And I believe I just heard something drop here. And I think that's an update to our tornado warning.
Okay.
As of 7, okay, that's not an update to the tornado warning. But it's pulling an update from something, so let's look.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be an update to the warning for Edwards and Wabash. Or maybe, what time is it? 8 o'clock is the time, so.
Yeah, 7:47, that's the latest update. It's 8 o'clock right now, straight up.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And, for some of us, it's kind of weird. You say it's 8 o'clock and you don't have to give a station ID.
That's true, back in our radio days, man. Back in our radio days.
Yes. But... Yes.
Yeah, just a nasty line. I mean, I'm also reading here the comments, and so I've also, again, Justin, I'm still on your feed here, and so, but I did see someone post a comment about the Albion siren going off, and I think that's a good call by Albion, given what we're seeing out of this line and what we experienced here. Yeah,
and if you're just joining us, we lost our signal. Right now, Wayne White is reporting over 1,000 without power. Let's pull that map up for you on the screen. And I'm going to look at it on my screen. Grover Township, the biggest outage area, 406 without power in Grover Township, 201 in Lamar, 185 in Jasper Township. So far, actually, it's saying 1167 without power in Wayne County, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is where those outages are. I'm going to see if I can get the Ameren numbers. A new severe thunderstorm warning just north of us. It is involving portions of East Clay, Central Richland, and Lawrence counties, also southern Crawford County. National Weather Service issuing that severe thunderstorm warning till 9 Central Time at 8 p.m. Severe thunderstorm located near Parkersburg or near Olney, moving northeast at 50. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expect damage to roofing, siding, and trees. The locations impacted in this warning include Olney at 8:05, Sumner at 8:15. Other locations include Russellville. And the 60-mile-an-hour wind gust is from Emergency Management in Richland County. So I imagine that might have been some of the winds we might have felt here.
Yes.
Let me take this back for a second, and we can look, because Parkersburg is that southern edge, so might have been winds that were felt in the Mount Erie area as well.
Yeah, I talked about that pocket earlier that was right between Sisney and Mount Erie there, and maybe because of that pocket of strong wind that we just saw a few minutes ago.
Update on the tornado warning for extreme northeastern Wayne County now. At 8:01 p.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing tornadoes were along a line extending from 8 miles west of Parkersburg to 7 miles southwest of Albion. Moving east at 45, tornado and ping pong ball size hail the hazards. It is radar indicated. It will remain mainly over rural areas of northeastern Wayne County, including Mount Erie and Golden Gate. So if you're in Mount Erie and Golden Gate, you need to be in your tornado safe space. Granted, we've not seen anything to believe that there is anything on the ground. What we're seeing here on radar, I think Derek can confirm this, straight line winds.
Yeah, I mean, just the way it's bowing out. And Dustin, you and I have covered storms before, in radio, and it's just when you see that bowing out, and even when I stepped outside just right before the storm hit, you can see like a little shelf cloud kind of, especially that gust front coming in. I think it's more of a straight line wind threat is what I'm thinking. And I mean, and of course, let's not forget too that any part of this line can still spin up a brief tornado. Let's not forget about that, because if it does that, then that enhances the damage, that increases the damage.
That is very true. That's part of it. And right now, that bow is in Edwards County. So Albion right now really seeing it. Yeah. On the leading edge there. They're about to get the straight line winds. That area, West Salem as well. Mount Carmel, let me put a track on you for a second. This is I'm just going to do this for Mount Carmel, 60 going into Wabash County just from the Albion side. Louis Browns in 2 minutes, Belmont in 6 minutes, Maud in 9, Schroed Station in 10, Mount Carmel in 14, East Mount Carmel in 15.
It'll be here before we do it, and so it's, again, traveling pretty quick, as we mentioned. And, Dustin, one thing for sure about this line, when you think about this for a moment, this is the fastest moving, line of storms that we've seen today. The others have been slow moving, but this one has really kicked it up a notch in speed.
And by the way, we've been talking all day. Wayne County has not been in a tornado watch all day.
Yes.
I think they just added Wayne County to the tornado watch.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
The Storm Prediction Center in Norman just added Wayne County to the tornado watch. I mentioned something about a chime moments ago.
Yes.
That's what that chime was.
And you're right, because I heard that chime too in the background, and so I didn't know what it was, but I'm really surprised, because you and I were talking earlier about this, thinking you would think that maybe they would add like Wayne, Edwards, Wabash. I can see that, but to add Wayne County, that's just weird to me at this point in time.
Yeah, and one thing to think about: it is 8:06 right now.
Yes.
Is it over? Is the real question. Let's look to the west. It looks like they're starting to trim counties.
Yes.
From the tornado watch to the west, which is a good sign that this might be the last of it. So Wayne County might be one and done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here too. Yeah. Because I think this is the main event for us here in Wayne County. And once this main event moves past, then, as you mentioned, they're starting to trim that tornado watch. And so, because, you look at St. Louis Metro, they were underneath one. Chester, for example, Perryville. That is very encouraging. So there's a little bit of a positive right there, positive news.
And looking back around in Randolph County, some of the stuff we can do on this radar system when there's no watches in the area, we can look at power outages in certain counties. Randolph County, Chester area, they've been hit all day.
Yes, they have.
They've taken it black, blue, and bruised.
Yeah.
2,080 customers currently without power there. Down in St. Genevieve County, another place that's been hit pretty good. 1,625 without power in that area.
What about Perry County? Yeah.
Perry County, I can't get the data just yet because there's a tornado watch box there. So I'll tell you what I can do. Maybe I can turn off There's an update to something there. I believe flash flood warnings have been issued to our south. That's an update.
Yeah, it is.
So, flash flood warning update down south. I just like we were talking about. It kind of is baffling the fact that they wait until the middle of the tornado warning to had a tornado watch to Wayne County.
Yeah, after it had passed. By the way, here, folks, Dustin, if you don't mind, I'd like to cut in real quick. For those of you that may be wondering, I see like some people are wondering. Just want to give an update here. The line has moved to the east. It's already impacting Edwards County. The tornado warning that was for the northeastern part of the county, along with Wayne County, that has actually been allowed to expire. It's been canceled. So Wayne County just underneath a tornado watch. Again, it's a watch that the Storm Prediction Center just issued, but the line itself that moved through Fairfield is already impacting Edwards County and is making its way into the western side of Wabash County.
Hamilton County, by the way, we've not talked about a storm down in Hamilton and White counties. There's a severe thunderstorm warning there. As of 8:05 p.m., thunderstorms are just west of McLeansboro, moving east at 50. Locations in that warning include Carmine, McLeansboro, North City, Enfield, Thompsonville, Dahlgren, Hannaford, Broughton, Springerton, and Macedonia. And plenty of heavy rainfall there.
We talked about it earlier about the training, yeah.
Looks like the storm is starting to weaken there, though. As well, looking at some of the latest scans on the precipitation side, I'm going to switch over to high-res velocity data, and not showing much on that right now. What we've been seeing, as mentioned, straight line. A lot of straight line winds. So let me get to where I can take off the watch boxes for a second.
Sure. On
our side. Because I'm going to look at something.
Yeah, while you're doing that here, I want to go ahead and mention, shout out to our linemen, our emergency responders who are out and about right now, doing these service calls. Conditions are not really the best right now, so I want to give a shout out to them, and we are thankful for all of you.
Currently, Wayne County, 1,177 without power in Wayne County. That's according to information. Jefferson County, 4,707 without power. Nothing out of the Hamilton County available. Perry County, 2,484 without power.
There was some strong rotation earlier around Pinckneyville and DeQueen and St. John's.
Yes, we were watching it on here, and there was pretty distinct coupling, it looked like.
There was. I saw it too.
I'm going to put that tornado watch back on the screen here just a second. That way we only took that watch off so that way we can look at the power numbers on radar. And that's one of the cool things we have on our radar system, and we can check that. And I think we have updated numbers now from Wayne White.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to full screen on my end. Now 1,435 without power. Right now, according to this, Grover Township, 406 without power. 185 still in Jasper. Lamar, 202. Indian Prairie, 120. Orchard Township, 161. There's other areas. Mount Erie currently reporting 12 without power.
By the way, Dustin, I want to say real quick, I tried to get the radar on my computer and I can't for some reason. So I am really going to just download this radar after we're done and just be like, I am using it from now on.
Oh, the one I have?
Yes.
Okay. I will tell you what it is.
It's Radar Omega, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, there is a subscription to it, but it's worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're watching in Knox County, Indiana, northern Wabash County, Illinois, new severe thunderstorm warning just issued by the National Weather Service. And that was... Okay, this one's the other one. We'll take that here in a second. This is an update on the one with Gibson County. We'll check that out here in a second. But with the new severe thunderstorm warning or Knox and Daviess counties in Indiana, that goes until 10:15 Eastern time. 9:11 p.m. Eastern, severe thunderstorms were along a line extending from near Olney to near Mount Carmel to near Grayville, moving east at 60. Trained weather spotters are reporting 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Expect considerable tree damage likely to mobile homes, roofing, and outbuildings. Locations in this warning include Vincennes, Washington, Bicknell, Odin, Elnora, Monroe City, Wheatland, Bruceville, Plainville, Montgomery, Edwardsport, Decker, Crane, Kennelburg, Alfordsville, West Boggs Lake, Freelandville, Vincennes University, and Glendale Fishery. Remain alert for possible tornadoes. There is a possible tornado attack on this. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado at once, go inside a basement or a small central room in a sturdy structure. And I believe this might be part of the warning that was impacting our area.
Yeah, it was.
This was
Yeah.
that line that went through Fairfield.
Same line because, again, Dustin, the trained weather spotters, just as you just read that and I was reading it along with you, still having that 60, 70 mile per hour wind gust, but also, the considerable damage tag. I saw that at the top of the screen and the tornado possible. So this line, I think it's still holding itself together pretty good for the most part.
I know some of us have friends watching in other places. If you're watching other than Wayne County, we welcome you.
Yes.
Whether you're watching on Derek's page or on Wayne County Now. So, apologize. We took a power hit earlier, lost our stuff temporarily, but hey, we're back.
We are back on, yes.
And luckily, we did not sustain a major outage here in this portion of Fairfield. Now, I can't say that for every place because there are several outages right now. And speak of several outages, this is the latest list. It just updated from Wayne White. Now, 1492. It's getting closer to 1500, but I think they're going to start getting to where they can restore it. And mainly the outages are Wayne County, some in the Flora area. So up around Flora, there's some outages to report. So I would say there's not that many up there. About maybe 20 at the most.
Yeah, and right now, Grover, which is Fairfield, really
Yes.
the majority, pretty much the highest number, about 19%. But, of course, 406 is the number out right now. That's the highest number, I should say. But I would also like to mention, if maybe, I'm just being, let's say the power's restored and everything, and you still have an outage, please report it to Wayne White. I would like to get that out.
Yeah. You can report it through the Smart Hub app or call 618-842-2196. Those are two ways you can reach out to Wayne White. I'm going to work on getting Ameren numbers as well.
Yes.
Because not everyone, and let me see what that is. That's some update here. I don't know which one it is exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any change.
I'm not seeing any blinking.
Was it the Saline County? No, I'm trying to think.
That flash flood warning expires in 28 minutes.
Okay.
But typically, that's either there's an update to the tornado watch or the flash flood warning on that sound. So let me look, see if there's tornado watch continues until midnight. And let me look at, this is something we can pull with the tornado watch data. There you go. Overall tornado threat 70%, E2 to F5, or EF2 to EF5 60%, 80% chance of wind damage, 80% chance of hail damage. Overall severe hazard risk 95% in this watch.
And by the way, Wayne White just messaged us. Thanks for helping us spread the word on outages, guys. We appreciate Wayne White, and be safe out there.
Yeah, they're working very hard, and I think I just no new update on that right now, but definitely am working on trying to get that information out as quick as I can. I'm getting Ameren's information as well, because there are some counties that are on Ameren.
Mm-hmm.
And like over in, I think that's down south of our area.
By the way, would also sorry to butt in, Dust. I was going to say real quick. We're seeing the end here. Looking at the rain and storms here, the end of it's about I-57. It looks like, from what I'm seeing here on your radar. So it looks like we have a little bit more to go until this rain and storms is out of our region, and just having to see the northern part of Evansville underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like, but if you look at the bigger picture, we do have some storms over in Missouri, about the central part.
Yes, I think you and I are both seeing the same thing, and these are kind of starting an east-northeast trend. But mainly, I'm just going to draw it towards Evansville.
Go ahead.
And it appears they're moving about the same speed. I'll just say 55 here, just to throw a speed out there. This is just for interest, 3 hours from Fairfield.
That's about 11 o'clock after 11.
There is tornado watch until midnight. So,
yep. So
just to pass that along.
Yeah, we may have a few more hours to go of this, and it's like the old question: when will it stop? But again, Southern Illinois, a lot of heavy rain, a lot of heavy storms in the 618, and again, when you have a lot of rain that falls in a short amount of time, flooding can occur, and for some of these counties, they're tired of the rain. They don't want any more.
You were talking about severe thunderstorm warning. Northwestern Warwick, northern Vandenberg, southeast Gibson, northeastern Posey, Pike County until 9:15. At 8:18 p.m. Central, 9:18 Eastern, severe thunderstorms were along a line extending from near Patoka to near Poseyville, moving east at 65. So these are picking up.
Yeah.
And putting down. Locations impacted include Oakland City, Petersburg, Hobstadt, Poseyville, Winslow, Cynthiana, Francisco, Somerville, Spurgeon, and Mackey. Includes I-69 between mile markers 17 and 52, and I-64 between mile markers 5 and 30. These are radar-indicated threats. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, the biggest threat here. So the good news is we're not talking about hail.
Mm-hmm.
We can tell you we're seeing some information on power outages down in Saline County. So give me a second. Let me take off 2 layers here.
Go ahead. And by the way, that storm in Saline County, that really has exploded within the past few frames.
That it has. There's a severe thunderstorm warning there now.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd time they've been under the gun.
Yeah.
Western White, southeastern Jefferson, northern Saline, Hamilton, and eastern Franklin under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30. It's currently 8:22. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and $half size hail are radar indicated threats. It's heading towards the Carmi area potentially, or that's a different warning.
It is.
Yeah, that was a different warning.
Oh.
There's one that was issued 8:15 for southeastern Williamson, Saline County as well. 8:15 thunderstorm is located near Carrier Mills, or 9 miles west of Harrisburg, moving east at 50. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, radar indicated threats. Harrisburg, El Dorado, Carrier Mills, Raleigh, Stonefort, and Muddy in this. And they've been beat up too. They had a large and dangerous tornado in their area earlier.
And I tell you what, I saw Nick Halson of WSIL Channel 3, and he posted a photo of a building, and I mentioned on my stream earlier that it's like it just kind of went right through a grater, like a shredder in a way. And again, this is again where the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center, Harrisburg was in that enhanced risk or high or pretty much close to it, and moderate, yeah.
So this is something that we have on the radar here. If you notice this pink line right here on the screen where my hand is on there, moderate risk. And a severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Hamilton and White counties. It goes until 9:15. 8:22 p.m. Severe thunderstorm located near Norris City or 8 miles southeast of McLeansboro, moving east at 40. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Radar indicated threats. Locations include Carmi, Norris City, Enfield, Broughton, Monty, and Phillipstown. And the 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are radar indicated threats. We were just talking that there were storms, and I just saw the flash.
Yep. And by the way, Dustin, I like to mention for Carmi, it seems like one theme about these storms that we've seen here today is how they're starting to develop that hook on the southwest side. It seems like it's been a common theme with them, and I'm seeing a little bit of a hook right there for Carmi, so something to take note of.
Let me go to with that hook. I think you and I both know what that hook could mean.
I'm just kind of curious about the rotation part of it, the velocity.
Yes. So this is high res velocity data, and this is out of Paducah. Let me go to Evansville on the radar.
Yeah.
That's a lot different data. And this is, let's see here. Nothing too terribly out there.
Right.
As of yet, take that back. There's some very broad rotation.
Yeah.
But it's very broad.
Yeah,
it's nothing. Yeah. It's nothing tight. Just to be clear.
Yeah, look at that Norris City area. It looks like to me, you kind of see like a little hook in itself. The infield Norris City with that green. Yeah.
Yes, I'm seeing that, but I'm going to switch over to the MRMS product here, and we're going to go 2-hour rotation window. It's not picking up rotation there. Let me get out of track there for a second.
Hey, Dustin,
they were picking up.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, someone asked a quick question. Are any roads closed around here?
I have not heard anything yet from Wayne County. Sheriff Chris Odie has not said anything my way. I've not heard anything. We did hear the Fairfield Rural Fire respond somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I heard sirens, and I was also texted by the sheriff's father.
Okay.
That would be the one, the only Ken Odie.
Yeah.
So I've not seen anything from him yet in a text saying that there's any road closures. I've not seen anything from the state. We've got some more thunder.
That is a good question, because I feel like if you have like any downed trees or any flooded roadways, and again, if you do come across a flooded roadway, and flooded roadways are hard to see at night, so if you happen to be traveling out and about, just turn around, don't drown, find an alternate route to reach your destination, allow some extra time, and also, the tornado warning for Wayne County, again, that has expired. So there's still some storms to the east and south, but should not impact Fairfield at all. So
no, and right now, it looks like we're starting to see some weakening on the northern edge of that bow.
Yes.
That's going through Princeton up into Lawrence County, back down south of Mount Carmel, almost into extreme northern Posey County,
Mm-hmm.
down around the I-64 area.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for something real quick.
Anyway, folks, we appreciate your compliments regarding our storm coverage. We do appreciate it, and if you have any questions, I'm Derek Dunn, by the way. For those of you who are wondering who this is, Dustin Fuller on Wayne County Now. I like to introduce myself because I haven't introduced myself yet. But for those of you, if you have any questions, any comments, I did see someone ask about Clay County updates. The storm has passed Clay County. Just getting some light rain right now at the moment, and there's another alert.
Tornado warning or not tornado warning. I think I might have had the watch off here. There we go. Let me see. And that's new tornado watch involving counties east of the tri-state pretty much. So basically the Louisville Weather Service office, and they just shifted the lines. I don't know if you saw that on the map a moment ago.
Yeah.
The enhanced risk line just went slightly north.
Interesting.
So
I'm wondering if it's because of those storms over in Missouri, probably.
That's what I'm thinking. There is a chance of that. I'm gonna go back that way for a second. This is they're updating tornado watch stuff over in southern Missouri also.
Yeah, they were underneath the watch earlier, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you, we're not looking at the best information because this is out of Evansville radar. If I were looking out of Paducah or Springfield, it would look a little different. This storm is moving east at 45. So I'm just going to put an interesting track. This appears to do an east-northeast drift, if you know what I mean. So the center part.
Hey, Dustin, real quick. People are wondering, I guess some residents of Fairfield are still in their basement, so I'm guessing they get out of their basement now. Yeah, all clear. Yeah, sorry, folks. All clear. All clear.
It is all clear. It's been that way for a little bit. So no warnings on the board in Wayne County currently. Looking at what we were just talking about, and granted, this appears to be something that would be heading this way. Let me look here.
Let's see, Grayville, New Harmony, West Salem. You're about in that ballpark there.
4 hours. 4 hours out, that's 1 a.m.
And I tell you what, though, again, it's so far away, and there's still a few hours to go. It could actually weaken, and that would be great.
That is very true.
And there's a lot of miles and a few hours to go, and so I think that given the cold front, it hasn't passed through here yet, and so still. We could see what's in Missouri right now make its way over here, and it's kind of moving east-northeast. And the warnings may actually help indicate how fast and how far it's traveling. But
as something we can pull on the screen, there's your front. If you could see that.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Station.
Yeah.
It's actually at Effingham County. And you could tell.
Yes.
You could tell there's a difference because Crawford County.
Yeah.
Extreme southern is under a warning, but northern Crawford County, central Jasper County through southern Effingham County, nothing. Back around St. Louis, there's some stuff, but nothing that's at severe limits at the moment. But If you are very far south of that frontal boundary, you're seeing warnings.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I had it zoomed out just to show this. A update, I think, just came on the severe thunderstorm warning for yes. So severe thunderstorm warning continues for Lawrence County until 9 p.m. Lawrence County and southeast Richland. The storm will be near Lawrenceville and the Lawrenceville-Vincennes International Airport at 8:35 p.m. Central Time, and Russellville at 8:45. Other locations in the warning include Billet, Calhoun, Pinkstaff, Red Hill State Park, Mount Carmel Airport, Birds, and Claremont. Then over to the Knox County storm warning. That's got a considerable damage tag and possible tornado tag. That's a warning until 10:15 as of 9:11 Eastern, so 22 minutes ago. There's nothing new on this. Just got this from Sheriff Oding. 161 just west of Sisney is closed with power lines all over the roadway. All the roads that have power lines down have been cleared. That is straight from Sheriff Chris Odie.
Okay, and Dustin, again, that was where we saw some of the strongest wind of that line moving through. So,
yeah, I'm going to go back to high res velocity, and actually, I'm going to go back a little differently. I'm going to go back to MRMS, and we're going to go back to that rotation. Remember when we were talking about rotation a few minutes ago? This is a 2-hour loop on that rotation.
Yeah.
And look at all that yellow, red, and white.
Yep.
That is strong rotation.
Yep.
Northern part of the county.
By the way here, guys, still getting a few comments about, yes, Fairfield is in the clear, by the way. We just said Fairfield is in the clear. So, and yeah, that northern part of Wayne County, again, talked about that line moving through and just had that strong pocket of wind. And by the way, so for those of you, again, if you know someone who lives on 161, or if you know someone who's going to be traveling, they use 161 to go to work, may want to tell them to find an alternate route.
Well, there's still plenty of time.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of time. They're still working on it.
Also, by the way,
I'm posting that update. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Dustin, real quick. For those of you that joined us on Wayne County now, I encourage you to like the page, follow the page, share it. We're doing our best to provide you up-to-date information and coverage. And that's the thing, though. Even after the storm has passed, there is still damage out there. So for those of you that want to venture out and gawk, don't do it. Stay at home. Let the emergency crews handle the situation. And so, because there's tree limbs down, there's power poles down. Chris Odie just said, 161. So please, there is still damage out there. So let the emergency crews and the personnel do their job and handle it.
All right, I'm going to go full screen on this here for a second, so that way I can see what I'm doing. And this is power outages from Ameren. 402 outages have been reported. This is, I'm trying to look exactly. It's hard to see on my screen.
I see.
I don't have the mouse cursor. You're seeing certain things that I'm clicking.
Okay.
when I'm clicking on them. So the mouse cursor on this, because I'm actually going through the automation system and doing this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see Mount Vernon. Showing that's not Mount Vernon. That's west of Mount Vernon. So, good news is that is more around I believe that is just southwest of Vandalia. Very small amount of outages there. Around Centralia. Not very many outages on Ameren. This is Ameren's system, by the way. several small outages in Jefferson County, 842 in northern Jefferson County on Ameren are reported without power. Let's go south into Mount Vernon proper. 75 there. Bluford, 8 in Bluford. This is Sisney area and 401. So most of Sisney is without power right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be clear. And this would go along with 161 and the text message I just got from Sheriff Odie mentioning 161 is closed in that area. I just had a big lightning flash outside of here, so we're about to get a good clap, maybe.
I think I just heard a rumble of thunder too, by the way.
Yeah. But that is Ameren's outage information. Let's look over at the latest from Wainwright. It's up to 1605. And I'll look at that information, whatever just flashed here in a second. Let's see here. Still Grover Township, City of Fairfield area. The highest amount of outages on the system. Lamard, right up there with it. Jasper, 186. And I believe let's say, update to a severe thunderstorm warning in White County is what that chime was. As of 8:35 p.m., severe thunderstorm was located near Carmi, moving east 65. Nothing new on that warning, nothing changing on it. So that's some positive news there. Let's go back to radar.
Looks like the line is kind of, in a way, starting to split in two.
Yes, I'm seeing that as well.
Yeah.
Let's play it out a little bit. Yep, it is slightly splitting and trying to rejoin, it looks like, maybe in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of splitting near Grayville, entering Indiana. So, like, one half is going to Princeton, the other half is going to remain south and along of I-64.
I had someone try to text me saying there's sirens going off in the city of Evansville, and this is the way the city of Evansville works.
Yes.
It's all or nothing.
Exactly. By the way, every time I hear that, Dustin, can I say this? I'm not going to lie. I keep thinking it's a car horn for some reason.
It's not a car horn. I can promise you. I think it depends on where it is, because sometimes it's stuff that's in our area. Sometimes it's something that you really have to be looking for. And like, I'm going to look to the south, for example. Like, this is...
Oh, yeah.
Just for grins and giggles, this is down around, like, Rome, Georgia, that area. They're under the enhanced risk of severe weather in that area. And now, Huntsville, just to the west, like Decatur, Huntsville, Alabama area is under a gun.
Oh, look at that.
Well. Earlier in Rutherford County, in that area, there was a tornado emergency there earlier this afternoon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're getting blitzed right now to our south, and
yes, and I'm switching over to the radar at Evansville. And still pretty strong storm in White County. But you go up into Knox County, up around Vincent, there's some weakening there, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But that you still have that. Ooh, that is some definite intensification.
Yes.
Let's look at it. Between Emma and Monty?
Yeah. I wonder about the hell core within that cell.
Give me a second. I'll dig that up for you.
Yeah, where that purple's at?
Yeah. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Because it's picking up on that as too. There is a little bit of hail, current hail. There you are. That is current hail.
Okay. Yeah.
And there is a severe thunderstorm warning in that, so.
Yeah. And that's getting closer to the river, so it's about to leave White County.
Yes. But I'm going to go back to reflectivity here. But yeah, no, some definite intensification as that storm is heading towards Posey County, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
But best part of the news is I'm surprised they haven't dropped the warnings yet for Edwards and Wabash counties yet.
Yeah.
As the storms have moved out of the area.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised too, because given how the line has already moved across the river, and honestly here, it's just kind of surprising to me. You think they would trim that away, but they haven't yet.
Well, and I'm gonna see how this storm down here in Missouri is progressing, because that might be round 4 for some people.
Yeah, if only we could take that cold front and just push it and move it like south of us, that would be great.
You're preaching to the choir right now. We were on Wayne County Now last night, and there was slight risk of severe weather in our area, and capping kind of kept it down here. And during the day today, a lot of cloud cover. That was some good news.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking with Mark Turner over at Mule Nation, and as I was sitting on my porch so it would have been right after I'd recorded the newscast for Wayne County Now for the evening, and before we got back to doing actual coverage, I texted Mark. I said, this sunshine's not good news.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I saw it even today, too. Even after we had that storm, that rain, and the sun came out, I thought, this ain't good.
No. And granted, that was just a general thunderstorm earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm looking back. You see back around Jefferson City?
I do. I see that cell over there just to the east of Jefferson City, Missouri. Yes.
And this is heading due east, it looks like. So let me do a little bit of math, but if it's what I think it is, looks to be maybe going 45.
It's going a little bit slower than the other cell.
Still puts it at very early hours of the morning. 243 minutes, so 4 hours.
But again, a lot of miles and, quite a while to get here. Yep.
Yes.
Hoping it'll weaken. Hoping. Fingers crossed. We'd like to mention here on the stream real quick. So I see a comment here about, is Fairfield good for now? I would say so, but we're keeping our eyes to more storms to the west.
Yes, very much so. For now, Fairfield is in the clear. Unless you're trying to go on 161 between Sisney and Centralia. If you're trying to take that road, you're going to have to find another course.
Mm-hmm.
According to Sheriff Chris Odie, power lines down all over that roadway. So right now, tell you what we're going to do. There's still a warning on that storm in White County, but it's showing a little bit of weakening potentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
Let me
too.
see. Just got a text from Odie.
Oh, okay.
Route 45 north of Sisney is closed as well.
Okay.
So US 45.
Again, Dustin, that northern part of the county, was where that pocket of strong wind came through within that line.
Yes. And new severe thunderstorm warning includes the city of Evansville. So Posey and Vanderburgh County under a new severe thunderstorm warning. That is for $half size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Radar indicated Evansville, Mount Vernon, Melody Hill, Darmstadt, Blairsville, and Quezon. Includes I-69 between mile markers 1 and 5, between mile markers 8 and 20 as well, and then I-64 between mile markers 26 and 27.
Pretty sure the alarms will go off over at Evansville, by the way, the sirens, I mean.
Yes. A new severe thunderstorm warnings, of course. All or nothing in Vanderburgh County, so they will be setting those off.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Fairfield, Wayne City on the tail end of that rain. The rain has cleared Jefferson County, so you may still hear a rumble of thunder here in Fairfield. But again, the storms have moved off to the east and out of our area.
For now is the key word.
Yeah, for now. I was thinking about those words, and I think, yeah, I'll let you say that.
I hope for the night.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you. I've got a feeling like there's a chance we hit our high for the day at midnight.
Yeah. I believe it. I can see that.
Because right now, let's take a look at the actual temperature at the Wayne County Airport. Actually, it's at 60 right now, 59 the dew point. So earlier, you could wear the air. It was like 69 dew point at the Fairfield Airport.
Oh, I felt it earlier, I know.
Winds right now, 80 miles per hour, south-southeast. No gust on that. And that is from the Fairfield Airport. Now, between here and Paducah at 71, dew point is still 66.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's about, I would say, 75 miles
Yeah.
due south.
And Dustin, Northeast Arkansas, 8180, SEMO, 79.
Yeah. There's definitely still the opportunity to get that, I'm going to have a little fun here, that Costco rotisserie chicken. For $4.99.
I ate before the storms actually hit, so I was thinking ahead.
Well, I was trying to start working on my dinner for the evening, and I've yet to get on it. Good news is there's a break in this weather.
Yes, there is.
Now, looking back towards Fredericktown, Missouri, looking at that cell a little bit.
It's kind of moving east-northeast in my view, just by looking at it.
That's what I'm seeing too, and that puts it Hamilton County,
Mm-hmm.
White County, southeastern Wayne, Edwards.
Again, still a few hours away, a lot of miles to go. Who knows? It could weaken because with it being 67 in Williamson County, 62 just north of Fredericktown, and then 60 here. But I tell you what, I really don't know. I hope it weakens, but you still have some ingredients in play.
Yes, you do. I certainly do. I'm getting into NWS chat here in just a moment to see if there's anything new. I've been busy looking at other things. And looking